It's YouTube Wednesday! Toy Soldier! I am going to need you guys to bear with me on this because there's going to be a lot of voiceover. That was just the easiest way to get this done in a short amount of time. The body of this is 4 5-gallon buckets that are attached together, lid to lid. I zip ties the lid together and just snap the lids onto the buckets. And then the bottoms have a special connection because they're pretty thin, and I'll explain that in a second. So this connection here is critical. I've drilled holes for the zip ties already. I tried a chunk of foam in there because it's just a lip, and you need a space filler to stabilize it. That is too thick. That piece of foam I think is going to be just about right. And instead of trimming it all, like making it smaller, I'm just going to cut holes. That way I have the stabilization of the large piece. That is better. Now I can crunch those zip ties down and I'll be able to stabilize it. But it's just going to be, I need to tape it. If you can see, I have my zip ties and my holes right down in there. And then they're out here and I got to feed them through both buckets. Now I secured in between those 2 buckets with 2 zip ties. Just the bottom of each bucket has a rim, so that's a very narrow area, and you get more surface area for those to touch by adding that foam. Now I'm adding the planter on, and the exact SKU for Home Depot for that planter will be in the video description. And then this is just a black 5-gallon bucket for the hat. While I was working on this, I hope you guys noticed my sweet Stiltby Studios Zombie Snail t-shirt. That's on Teespring. That link is in the video description. To make the hands, I bought these garden 3-piece planters. I bought 2 of them from Dollar Tree, and these are going to become the hands in a way that I'm going to put 2 of them together just like that, and that'll be like a Lego type minifig hand down there. I'm going to hot glue them first, and then I will hot glue them first, and then I will zip tie them. What's great about this being a toy soldier is that you don't have to go for 100% accuracy. Older toys, sometimes the hands were just little wooden balls or whatever, so you have a lot of leeway. I just wanted to do something that was going to be simple and get the idea across. So just working on that and making sure that it, looks nice as a completed piece. Here I'm using a piece of EVA foam. This is standard floor mat foam from Harbor Freight, and I'm cutting out discs that will fit inside of the wrist there. And then I'm zip tying through the through the flower pot, through the foam, and then the foam just slides up inside of the arm sleeve, and I'll show you that here in just a second. Dangle, dangle, I've got a hand sticking out of a sleeve. These are coffee creamer cups. My mother-in-law saved these for me, and it's what coffee creamer comes in when you buy it from Sam's or whatever. Any kind of container like this will work, and these are going to be the epaulettes on the shoulders. That tapping was me figuring out what my next step would be, and it is attaching the arms. Pretty straightforward. So that is a 2-foot chunk of 4-inch drain pipe. Drain pipe is way thinner and it weighs less than Schedule 40 PVC. So, and it's about $10 for a 10-foot stick. So I got my 2 arms out of there, no problem. And I cut those 2 pieces in Home Depot. I went down to the trimming section and I just cut that at Home Depot. you had a good shot of the body all together. And this is EVA foam, another sheet. I'm going to cut out some details of this to make the toy soldier more toy soldiery. These are those straps that crisscross his chest, and I'll do a belt buckle out of this also, and a belt. All out of this one piece of foam. So there, I already have one on, and I'm hot gluing, and then I'm going to do zip ties to hold those in on the ends, just to just double secure it. I'm blocking most of the view there, but you get the idea. The hot glue holds it in place, and then I go back and I put zip ties in both ends of it. Priming for paint. This is important. And you know what? The build is done, guys. I mean, like the whole body, that's his whole body. What I'm using here, and it works pretty good on plastic. This is what I prime EVA foam with. This is xylene and contact cement. It is about 5 parts xylene to 1 part contact cement. And that goes on, and that kind of bonds pretty well to the plastic, and then I'm going to spray paint on top of that. So there you go. And this is me getting that nice and covered. Priming is so important. I actually have a video coming out next week on priming and painting plastic. This is always exciting when I start painting. I try to build in such a way where painting is my last step. So if I'm painting something, that means it is almost done. And now I'm actually taping off, and you can see I'm taping off the line of the hat there, and I am taping off, I taped off around the wrist on the hands. And I'm just spray painting. Everything is going to be red or black. I did not. Here it comes. Those are my patrons on Patreon. That's so awesome. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. All right, back to business. So here we are. Now I'm painting a flesh color on the pot, which is a plastic pot. I remembered I could remove the hands to paint them, so that made it a lot easier. I have not glued that in yet, so that's kind of nice. And then the epaulettes. All of this other painting, the black and the red, was spray paint. 2X for plastic spray paint. Everything else you see is just regular old acrylic paint, like the cheap stuff from Walmart or the craft store. That's pretty much what that is. And I am just painting on the details. I have a picture of a toy soldier on my computer over there, and I keep going to check, and I look at the details, and then I just start adding the details and what goes where. This build really came together really nice. I'm very happy with it. I'm pretty giddy. And I painted the legs black, but I want those pants to be blue. So I'm just doing a real rough blue over that. And then I want it to look like boots, kind of. That last black piece is boots. So you can see I did not paint between the legs. So this is a sneak peek of what he's going to look like all painted up. Speaking of sneak peeks, sometimes I do sneak peeks, I do thoughts of the day, I do all those on the Still Be Studios Patreon. It helps support the channel to bring more projects like this. Suck at this. Patreon is a way to support the channel, and if you choose to do that, or if you like the content, please consider doing that. Maybe you cannot do Patreon right now, I fully understand. In that case, please like, comment on this video, and maybe subscribe. This is a shot of that acrylic paint. I hate doing those commercials for that kind of stuff, but it is vital to keep me going and keep doing projects of this caliber. I can keep doing little stuff, but I'd love to bring big stuff to you guys all the time. It just gets expensive. So here I am, covering some bases, and now I have like a brown color, and I'm doing a little bit of shading, a little bit of like where the elbow would bend. I painted that. I painted on like the shadow of a lapel, and here is the face. Again, just black acrylic, and I pulled up some cartoon faces, and I picked one that I like, and I'm just replicating it on the face. If I bombed it, if I did it terrible, then what I would do is I would just paint over it again with the flesh and start over. there's no mistake that can't be undone. So don't be afraid to take that next step. He has a little Gomez Addams mustache. Just painted some ears on. You know, it's a bucket head, so I had to paint on some cheekbones. And this is the strap for his helmet that is on almost all toy soldiers. It's paying attention to details on the small ones and then putting them onto this one. Most of them have some kind of like a visor, and I could cut that out of EVA foam, but I thought it was just as nice to paint it. You know, you can go crazy with what you want to do. EVA foam or add details. I could do the cheeks, the nose, everything with EVA foam on his face even. But I don't think it was necessary. He has like a folk art charm, which I enjoy. And here I am painting the epaulettes. Again, you could go ahead and do that with actual fringe. You know, that would be fine. But I chose to paint it on because a wooden toy soldier would just have it painted on. Now I'm adding some detail to that up there. I thought that was a big band of gold to not have anything on it, so just some lines. It's going to be part of a whole. Don't stress over one piece being immaculate, because they're not looking at how did he paint the eyebrow on that head. They're not looking at that. They're looking at, holy crap, it's a 7-foot-tall toy soldier. And they're taking it all in, and their eyes are moving all around it. So don't obsess. And here I'm putting on the hands. I think this project turned out great. I'm thrilled. This is a giant toy soldier, and I'm telling you, I can't be more thrilled with this. I love him, and I'm gonna definitely be making more of these. Not for a while, because it's not Christmas yet, but it's coming. For clarity, here's what's happening with him. All right, if you only watch anything, watch this last minute or so of this. His whole body is 4 5-gallon buckets, the exact same as the Weeping Angel build. His arms are 4-inch drain pipe, not Schedule 40 PVC, drain pipe. It weighs way less. It's much lighter weight, it's much cheaper. A 10-foot stick of it's $11. So these two containers here that are his shoulders, his epaulettes, those were actually made out of creamer containers that my in-laws saved for me because I use them for all kinds of stuff. His head is it's a black 5-gallon bucket, that's his hat, and his head is a planter upside down. His hands are 2 little planters that are just zip tied together. His belt buckle, his suspenders, I guess these are. I don't know what these are. It's just EVA foam, and it's one part of one sheet of EVA foam. And 2 of these guys on either side of a door, or just one of them. Kind of cool, and it's all zip tied together. So when I go to store him, what I could do, he's made of 5-gallon buckets. You can put other stuff inside of him when you stack up those 5-gallon buckets. You cut the zip ties holding him together. You might have to zip tie him together again next year, but it'll break down all into those 5-gallon buckets and just go right back together. You might keep this piece together, these 2 buckets together, simply because they have the straps going across, and rather than reattach those. I bought everything new. Every single thing I needed for this, I bought new. I spent $100. I know you can get 4-inch pipe out of a dumpster of a construction site. I know you can get free 5-gallon buckets if you want to. It doesn't have to be this size. I wanted one that was full size. This is legit full size. And I'm thrilled. But I wanted one that was full size. You can use smaller planters. You can use smaller buckets and make a small one of these. This whole project, I started him right about 4 p.m. Right now it is 9 p.m. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 hours. And the last hour and 15 minutes was me painting. Painting, you can be as crazy as you want. I was pretty simple. I kind of went for a folk art style. because that allows me to be a little bit sloppier, and I'm not that great of a painter. So, but it gets the idea across. It's those big blocks of color are kind of what we like on this. You could easily take some pieces of pipe and put fake feet on it. For storage reasons, I didn't want to do that, but it is certainly an option. You can go as crazy as you want with this. You could use model magic and sculpt out a face, you know, sure. I could go way crazier with the EVA foam and do, you know, eyes and nose and cheeks and build up his face in 3D with EVA foam. You could do a lot of stuff with it.
Hey everybody, you guys ought to go make stuff.
Go make stuff. Well, that kind of looks like a